Started. Hi students, good evening and a very warm welcome to this session, guys. There have been a lot of queries that I'm receiving on Telegram. The students who are connected with me via phone also, they are also asking me these doubts. So I'm getting a constant query regarding what should be the focus area right now. Like there is too many things. There are too many things to take care of. For the students, for many of the students, practicals are going on. Once the practicals will conclude, then you will have the pre-boards that you will have to take care. And by the time you are taking care of your pre-boards, the JEE Main will be, it will be imminent. You would be about to write JEE Main, and then when it comes, then the boards will be there. And then when it ends, then second attempt of JEE Mains will be there, and then finally JEE Advanced will be there. So what exactly should be the focus area? All right. So guys, I am here to not give you a straightforward answer, because probably a straightforward answer doesn't exist. All right, but I will try to highlight the factors that you need to take into consideration when you are choosing your focus area, or when you are building up a mindset that where you should focus upon. All right, so what are the factors that you need to keep in mind? Let me comment on that quickly. All right, so guys, I believe that what any student should be doing right now, it depends on two factors. All right, it depends on two factors. So it's a function of actually two variables, if I say in the mathematical term. So those two factors are, okay, those two factors are, the first one is what you desire. All right, what do I mean by this? Do you want to study in an IIT? Like, do you want to study in the best college of India? And I'm fine with any branch. Even if I get the lower branches in IIT, I will choose that. I will prefer to that, because I want to go to into an IIT campus. I want to be an IIT, and I want to get the IITian tag. All right. Or no, I'm happy with NIT. Like if I have to compromise my if I have to compromise my college to get a better branch, I'll be happy choosing my NIT. Or specific NIT is in my state, it is near to my house, I don't want to go away from my house, and therefore I'm happy being in that NIT. All right, so what you desire is something that you should be very clear upon, and there should not be ambiguous answer. So for example, when you ask yourself that what do I want, all right, in your answer but word should not be there. All right, and or word should not be there. For example, I want an IIT but. So in your answer, and you don't have to give this answer to my to me or to anyone else. You have to give this answer to yourself. So ask yourself this question, that what you desire. All right, and your answer should not have but word in it. Like you have to avoid that word. Okay, and then see whether you can come up with an answer or not. All right, I'm assuming here that no one will say that I want to score 100% in the board exams, because again, I'll come to that. When we discuss about what you desire, we will come to that. Okay, and the second thing is how has been your preparation? All right, so your preparation until now, like whatever you desire till date, what have you done for that? All right, so these two things will have to be considered to decide your focus area right now. You just can't pay attention to one factor and say, therefore this is going to be my focus area. For example, you just can't say that I want an IIT, I want to get admitted to an IIT, I want to I want to study in IIT Bombay badly, and therefore my focus area should be JEE Advanced, without giving any thought to where do you stand right now. All right, and again, you can't simply say that okay, so and so is my preparation level, therefore I will target so and so thing, without paying attention or without considering that what you actually desire. All right, so these are the two things that you need to consider, and they will help you to arrive at a conclusion. I will try to put some logical thoughts. All right, this session is not about me giving you an answer. This session is about me giving you a process. I'll try to help you in organizing your thoughts in a better manner that can give you some clarity regarding what you should be doing. All right, so it is you who will be discovering the answer, and I will be showing you that how to go about it. Okay, so what you desire. So right, if I in academic terms, not anything else, not saying that you desire a Ferrari or what. In academic terms, what do you desire? So there are three things to attention to right now. There are 3 things that are bothering you right now, or that you have to pay attention to, and those 3 things are boards. Okay, those 3 things are boards. Like, should I pay attention to my boards? The other thing is, should I pay attention to JEE Mains? All right, and of course the third one is, should I pay attention to JEE Advanced? So these are the 3 things that you can desire. So I'm assuming here that this is something that is on nobody's top priorities, on nobody's bucket list. All right, I'm pretty sure that nobody is preparing to score 100% marks in board, and nobody is actually devoting day and night in achieving that. And if you're doing that, then you need to reconsider your choice, because you have to understand this, kids. You have to understand that a good percentage in boards, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, I'm just saying that it is not good enough to give you any credibility regarding your talent. For example, a very good score in boards will not give you a seat at NIT, it will not give you a seat at IIT, it will not give you a seat at any good college in India or abroad. It will definitely play a role, some part of it, it will in you know, the examiner or the evaluating guy, to form an image about you, about your sincerity perhaps. All right, but it's not something, it's not a game changer. Like, it's not something that if you do well, then sure admission to a good college is there. So keep that in mind, that boards are eligibility criteria. They are not they are not the sufficient criteria. Like, it's not that you do this and this in board and that's sufficient to get you a seat at IIT. No, you do so and so in boards, and then you become eligible to write the JEE Main or the JEE Advanced. So this is an eligibility issue. These are sufficient issues. You clear JEE Advanced, that is sufficient enough to get you a seat at IIT. All right, so understand this. So this is eligibility issue. So you have to keep in mind that you should devote only that much amount of time to board which can give you a decent enough percentage, a decent enough grade. You don't really have to kill it. You don't really have to, absolutely, top the board. If you do that, that's another thing. That's that's a bonus. But you don't have to plan for it. You don't have to invest time for it. So a bulk of your time would be going right now into practicals, into boards, into preparing your lab records. So guys, what you have to do here, try to minimize the time that you are devoting to boards. Once we are, we have talked about this, then we can start focusing upon what you should prioritize between JEE Main and JEE Advanced. But first, let's take board exams out of the equation. You have to devote only the bare minimum required time to board. But sir, the school is forcing us to come to school every day. All right, try to find a way to, talk to the teachers, talk to the principal, ask your parents to talk to the school authorities and get you a leave. If need be, give medical certificates and take leave from the students, so that you have enough time for self studies. If you have to prepare the lab records, you would be having some siblings or someone in your circle who can probably write it for you. Delegate the task to them, ask them to prepare your lab records. All right, of course, not the best way to learn the subject, but we have to understand that we are actually aiming for something which is much higher in value. So try to minimize your time that you are devoting to boards. I am not saying that don't do well in boards. I'm just saying that after devoting a good amount of time, a sufficient amount of time, you will get very good marks in board. Any additional time that you devote to boards will bring small delta in your percentage in boards. Don't do that. Like, don't invest too much of time to get a 3 or 4% improvement in board exams. That will get you nowhere. All right, so I hope this part is clear to everyone, that you have to devote bare minimum time to boards. I know that there are expectations of the teachers. The school teachers have lots of expectation from you. You have a reputation to protect. You have been in the same school for past 4 or 5 years, or maybe even more than that. And you are a reputed fellow in your school. The juniors look up to you. Your teachers give your example. All right, and you can't let them down. I agree to all of this. But you have to actually, you have to be thick-skinned enough to actually let go of these things, guys. It's difficult to do. All right, if you are a popular one at your school, it is actually difficult to compromise that popularity by not doing as expected in the board exams, and the expectations are quite high. All right, but believe me that when you achieve better things in JEE Main or JEE Advanced, they will value you more. You will become even more popular, and whatever you would have sacrificed here, you will make up for by doing well in the mains and the advanced examination. So That said, now comes that what is JEE Main, what is JEE Advanced. Now let's also talk about the preparation till now. So guys, your preparation till now would be, you know, that you have let me call it as good. So what do I mean by good? So good means that I have attended the lectures in 11th grade, in 12th grade I've attended the lectures, I've prepared the notes, I attended the lecture, I prepared the notes. Okay, I did about 60 to 70% of the homework that was regularly assigned to me while the chapters were going on, while the syllabus were going on, and I've written, you know, approximately 70 to 80% of the test written. I'm not saying that you have done very well in the test, but this is the basic hygiene. This is the basic hygiene, that you attend the lectures, you make your own notes. That is very important. Copied notes, Xerox notes, they are not that useful as compared to the notes that are written by you. So attend the lectures, make the notes, attempt the homework that is given to you, ask your doubts, write the test. So if this basic hygiene you have done, all right, and if you have done partially also, then also you can say that your preparation is quite good, all right. And if you have not done this, maybe for a couple of months, maybe for an extended period, you were not able to do all these things, all right, then I would say that your preparation is probably could have been better, all right. And again, this is subjective. Okay, how much better? Okay, because in this category a lot of students would be there, a lot of students would put themselves in this category, all right. Sometimes students belonging to this category also put themselves in this category because they undermine what they have already achieved, all right. So but don't do that. This is something a bit of subjective, I would say. We'll come to that. Okay, so I believe that what you desire is either JEE Main or JEE Advanced. Your preparation till now, you have followed the basic hygiene, or you have not followed the basic hygiene due to whatever reasons. You know, sometimes we lose the interest, sometimes we fell sick, so other reasons have been there. So let me try to make a matrix kind of situation, and then maybe we can discuss. Okay, so what we desire, okay, what we desire is I'm writing here, okay, and the preparation status I'm writing here. So if I desire IIT, if I desire NIT, what should be my focus area? Okay, and based on the preparation, all right, let's say my preparation has been good till now, that means I've followed the basic hygiene, all right, and maybe it is not so good, all right. So this is subjective. Okay, now if you are in this range, like it's my burning desire to study in an IIT, and I have been following the basic hygiene. I've attended the lectures, I've made my notes, I've attempted 70% of the homework given to me, I've asked doubts in those, all right, and then I've written about 60 to 70% of the test. If you have done this, all right, then again, in my opinion, I think your focus area should be exclusively JEE Advanced, all right. I assure you that if you have a dream of going into IITs, if you have been good till now, you are definitely well positioned to book a seat at IIT. I assure you of that. All right, Iklavya program consists of students belonging to this category, and I've seen so many students, cracking IIT JEE Advanced and booking themselves a seat at IIT. I've been seeing them for the past 5-6 years. I know how to do it. I know how to guide the student. So I'm telling you guys, I assure you that if you are targeting anything below JEE Advanced, if you belong to this category and you are targeting anything below JEE Advanced, then you are not doing justice to your potential. All right, so that is one thing. Now let's come to this block. Like I wasn't very confident about IIT, so my dream was to study in an NIT only, possibly because there is a NIT in my state which is closer to my house, which is popular also. I've seen my elder brothers, or someone in my circle who has done well from that college, who passed out from that college, did well. So I'm okay to study in that college. Why to go far away? All right, so I want to study in an NIT. All right, and my preparation has not been very good. All right, till now I did not prepare very well. For this block also, the answer is pretty clear. Like we have to first identify where the ambiguity lies. So this area is area of no ambiguity. This area is area of no ambiguity. You are not very ambitious. You are content with NIT, and your preparation has not been so good yet. Your focus area should be JEE Mains, which basically means that you should focus on PYQs, all right, and you should focus on mains level content. Okay, mains level content, and your focus should be the first attempt of JEE Main. Try to get as good a percentile as you can in the first attempt of JEE Mains, and if you don't get the desired percentile, then again stay focused on the second attempt of JEE Main. All right, then also you have to stay focused on the second attempt of JEE Main. So students who belong to this area, your focus area should be JEE Main, and you focus on PYQs, solve as many as you can, solve JEE Main level content, get your doubts clear, expand your knowledge base. All right, for this category students, what would be the action item, like what I expect you to do? Guys, please join Eklavya, be there, and I'll ensure you that you are on the other side of the IIT gate. All right, now comes the two ambiguous areas. These are the areas where the students get confused, and in that also I think this block is the one that confuses most of the students. Many of the students desire IIT, but their preparation, at least what they feel, is that it has not been so good yet. All right, so guys, if you are in this category, I would ask you an additional question. Okay, I will ask you an additional question. Am I prepared to take a drop? Okay, this is the worst case scenario. I am asking you to picture the worst case scenario. Am I prepared to take a drop? All right, like in case if you don't get IIT this year, all right, are you willing to take a drop? Okay, guys, I will like to throw some light on this question. Personally, I have been here. When I was in grade 12, my desire was to study at IIT. My preparation was not only not so good, it was terribly bad. All right, while I was in 12th grade at this moment, like when it was the October, November of 12th, it's the year 2003 that I'm talking about. I was in terrible shape. No, not 2003, it was 2002. It was 2002. Okay, in 2003 March, I wrote the exam. At that point only, guys, I made up my mind that if not this year, I will take a drop. If I don't clear the JEE examination, which I was pretty sure that I will not clear because my preparation was actually terribly bad. So I decided that I'm going to give my best shot this year. In the whatever time is remaining, I'm going to try my best, so that even if I don't succeed, which I knew that I will not, at least whatever I've been doing till now, it will help me to get a head start in my drop year. And I was so sure that I'm going to take a drop that I did not even fill the form for any other engineering entrance exam. At that time, there used to be like the concept of JEE Main and JEE Advanced wasn't there. It was like JEE exam and the IEEE exam, All India Engineering Entrance Exam. That was the exam through which we used to get the NIT colleges, the NITs. Okay, so I did not even fill the form for IEEE, nor did I fill the form for any other college like VIT or BITS or any other thing. I did not even fill the form because I wanted, as I tell many of my Eklavya students like who have been attending my class, I often talk about a specific scene from a Batman movie. Probably it is The Dark Knight Rises or The Dark Knight, I don't remember that. But there is a movie in which Batman is trapped in a well. And to get out of the well, he has to make a jump. And every time he makes a jump, he makes it with a safety harness. And every time he jumps with a safety harness, he is not able to reach the other ledge. He falls down. The safety harness prevents him from dying, and he keeps on trying. But then someone tells him that the last person who did that jump successfully was the person who did it without the safety harness. All right. So I believe that was a message that so long as you keep a backup as an option, you are not going to put your 100% into the effort. All right. So you need to take the leap of faith. So that is something that I did. I did not allow me even the option to reconsider my choice. I did not fill the form at all. And I took the drop, and I promised myself that if I take the drop, then I am going to, put everything into my drop year. So coming back to you guys, are you prepared to take a drop? If you are prepared to take a drop, and if your burning desire is to go to IIT, you stay focused on JEE Advanced. Because that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be, and so don't think that what if my JEE Main goes bad. It will not go that bad that you will not be able to write JEE Advanced examination. But in your bid to improve your JEE Main exam, through which you will not even opt for a college because you will be going for a drop, why are you compromising on your JEE Advanced preparation? If you are already willing to take a drop and then you are saying that no sir, I must get a better JEE Main percentile so that I become eligible for NIT. When you are saying that so that I become eligible for NIT, are you going to take it? If you plan not to take it, then why are you bothered about it? You just stay focused on JEE Advanced examination. And I'm telling you that preparing for JEE Advanced actually prepares you for JEE Main as well. All right, so your JEE Main will be taken care of. Don't worry about that. All right, but the focus area should be JEE Advanced. All right, now if you say no, that no, I am not ready to take a drop. All right, I want to go to IIT, but for that I'm not willing to compromise my 1 year. Okay, again, that's one way to look at the drop year. I'd never look at drop year like that. For me, drop year is a chance to actually explore your potential, explore your academic potential, because in 12th, 11th and 12th grade, you are so much occupied in so many different activities that you really don't put your mind into science. You just keep following the crowd. Okay, so if you say no, then again, guys, now I leave it up to you. This is something that even I can't comment. Okay, it's more like a gamble. It depends probably on your nature now, how much you want to gamble. Again, if you ask me, I don't believe that preparing for JEE Advanced is a gamble for JEE Main, because when you prepare for JEE Advanced, you prepare for JEE Main as well. But if you prepare for JEE Main, then you stay there. You don't prepare for JEE Advanced, and then you cannot expect to actually do well in the JEE Advanced examination. So if you say no, guys, I can tell you what I would have done. I would have probably still prepared for IIT Advanced, JEE Advanced, but I leave it up to you. So these are the factors you need to consider. Okay, what if my desire, I'm okay with NIT and my preparation has been good? Okay, then guys, I think you are you are actually not doing justice to your potential. Like, you are sitting at a launch pad from where you can really launch yourself into an IIT, but you are not just aiming high enough. All right, which is also fine. I respect your decision. I respect your choice. You say that I'm happy with NIT. Seldom we find people who are content with what they have. But then this choice should be based on proper information. It should not be based on lack of information. Like, it is not that you are desiring NIT because you don't know that what is the difference between NIT and IIT, or what difference can it make to your career. All right, so not having complete information and then making a lower choice is different from having the complete information and then choosing for the operate on the JEE Main level. But this category can operate at a level above the JEE Main level. What advantage will it do to you? It will increase your speed in JEE Mains. All right, it will increase your speed in JEE Mains. So if your first attempt goes awry, then go for the second attempt. But if you belong to this category, your focus area should be JEE Main. All right. So guys, I'm not saying that I've solved your, I did a magic session, and after watching this session, you will have absolute clarity with regard to the goals in your life. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you that I'm trying to stimulate some ideas in your mind that can get you thinking in the right direction, and then perhaps can help you to make a choice. All right. So that's what I've been trying to do here. And one thing that I would like to add here, that whether you belong to this category, 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 in terms of actionable items, like, okay, if I belong to this category, what should I do? If I belong to this category, what should I do? To this category, what should I do? Out of the several things that each category must do, okay, one thing that is common to all four, all right, the confluence of these four categories, it comes at inorganic chemistry. Let me tell you that, because when you prepare for inorganic chemistry, that preparation remains same, whether it is for JEE Main or whether it is for JEE Advanced. All right, so I would say that inorganic chemistry is something that you should definitely target. Like, you all should definitely focus upon, because when you do that, you, irrespective of which category you belong to, you actually help yourself in moving closer to your dreams. So I don't know whether I was helpful or not. I'll try to read some chats if there. Okay, Nikhil is there. All right, that's good, Nikhil, your preparation. Okay, so guys, I'll try to I've tried to help you here, and with that, on that note, I'll also would like to inform you about the next batch of Eklavya that is starting on November 30. It's the Eklavya Achiever batch. This batch will operate from December onward till the day of the JEE Advanced examination, and the entire batch is divided into 3 phases. In first phase, which will be in the month of December, in the month of December, November 30 to January 6, that's December essentially, we will cover grade 11th revision by way of problem solving. It is a 5-week plan, At the end of every week, there would be a test. The test will contain topics that you have covered in the previous week. And how we are going to revise, we'll give you a problem set. We'll ask you to solve those problems, and then discussion classes will happen. Apart from this, the more important thing, guys, daily inorganic revision sessions are going to happen. Daily 75 minutes of theory will be covered in these sessions, and we believe that it is going to be a game changer for many of the students. For many students, it will bring a huge positive delta in their marks. All right, phase 2 is from January 3rd to January 7th to January 23, where you actually write JEE Main mock test on a daily basis. All right, you will write JEE Main mock test, full syllabus mock test on a daily basis. So this is good enough to ensure that you are performing very well in the JEE Main examination. And then phase 3 is from the beginning of February till the end of May, assuming that the exam will happen on end of May. This is the rising phase, where you solve the famed rank accelerator module of Eklavya, and you participate in the Eklavya ATS, the Eklavya Advanced test series. And that is where, you know, you like whatever you know about Eklavya, whatever the results Eklavya has achieved, that's essentially the major role is played by what we cover in this period. All right, so on that note, students, I will end this session. Again, if you have watched this session completely, I hope if you did not get the answer, at least you know that what are the factors you need to consider to arrive at an answer. All right, on that note, I will end this session. I'll come back again with more such videos, hoping that these videos help you. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.